Chapter 7, Stage 1, Working with XML. We're going to be able to use the same content into different layouts by using the XML, which is Extensible Markup Language. XML seems maybe a little overwhelming at first, but it's actually fairly easy to use once you get the hang of it. And it makes it very easy to reuse content in multiple layouts. It also is going to make it very easy to replace content, say for newsletters, to put in updates and things like that. I think you'll get the idea of it as we're working through. The folder for this is sports, so you should have that already unzipped into your WIP folder. And you're going to begin by opening the sports flyer file. Don't update the links there, but you can go in and update the links in your links panel. And you're going to go to Window, Utilities, and open up Tags. You'll want to leave that open throughout the lesson. With the selection tool, select that large image on the layout. In your tags panel, you're going to click the Auto Tag button. If you don't see a purple color overlay and a heavy line on the border, go up to View, Structure, Show Tagged Frames. In the Tags panel, double-click the name to open up the options, and we're going to change this from image, because we'll have multiple images, to main image, and make sure you use the hyphen. We need to have dashes. We can't have spaces. That image frame needs to still be selected, and then reselect main image. Even though we built this with that selected, we still have to apply it. So remember, it's a little bit repetitious. Pick up the next frame then with your selection tool, which is the logo. And again, you're going to select the auto tag. Change the name of this tag from image to logo. And again, apply that. Pick up the frame with the text in it for the web address. You're going to again click the auto tag. It's going to come up as story. Change the name of that to web-address. And again, apply that. Now this next thing, I'm going to zoom in for this because you're going to have a little bit of trouble seeing this. Then you're going to select the text box below. It's a 3-column box, and again you're going to auto tag. Change the name from story to main text, and again apply that. We now have 4 tags created. We're going to go to View, to Structure, and we're going to hide those tagged frames so we don't have that floating around making things difficult to see, because the next part is going to be difficult to see. Now we can also tag the content that's within the frames. So you're going to pick up your text tool and select the Satisfy Your Sense of Adventure, and make sure that you are also picking up the paragraph marker. If you don't see all of the little paragraph return things, go up to Type and turn on your hidden characters. We have to have those for this. We're going to go into the tags and we're going to create a new tag. Now it's just going to be, because we didn't do the auto tag thing, we're creating a new tag, and we're going to call this heading. And then again apply it. Now what's going to be weird is you should come up with these brackets around the paragraph. Now this first bracket is extremely hard to see, and I'm betting that it doesn't come up. So go up to View, to Structure, and Show Tag Markers. Now, this first thing is really bad because you can't really see it. It's a red bracket. I know the color is horrible for this. If you really want to change this, double click and change the color to something like grass green, where you might actually see this against the red bracket on a red background is a little nuts, because you're going through the paragraph. The closing bracket is going to appear right before the A of the next paragraph. Okay, so that's about the only way that you're going to be able to know that your brackets are there. Then pick up that first paragraph. You're starting at the A and you're going to go through that return again, the paragraph marker, and again you're going to create a new tag and name this one Body Copy. And these names will become important, so you need to make sure you are doing the capitalization the same and the hyphens. And again, if you don't apply it, you won't get the brackets, and you'll see the bracket pop up. Select the text for introductory classes available and make sure you pick up the I. There we go. And you're going to make another tag for that, and that one is going to be called Subhead. And again, apply it. Then pick up the list. Those are bullets, by the way. That's not a tab in front of those. That's actually a double caret. So that was what was used for making the bullets. And again, a new one, a new tag, and name that one Body List. Okay, now we've created the tags. We're going to make use of them. So we're going to pick up the next text and apply the Body Copy tag to it. Select Upcoming Tours and apply Subhead. And you're going to select the next list and apply the Body List tag to it. So now you need to save your file, and I'm going to do a save as because I don't want to destroy that, just in case something went wrong and I need to go back. I don't want to have to unzip that again. So because I've done this already, I'm just going to put a tag on the end of that for 2. You can put in your initials. Now that we have this so built to a certain extent, I'm going to move my links file over, and I'm just going to plop my tags down here. I'm going to go to View, Structure, Show Structure. And here I can see my root file, and I have a main image, a logo, a web address, and main text. Now if your web address does not come up, and by the way, you can't make this any larger, I've tried, it doesn't work, it's extremely narrow, but if the web address does not come up and get shown, you're going to need to go into your structure panel options and select to show your text snippets, because we need to see everything and make sure everything is correct. So make sure that that's viewed, and then you can go back in and you can expand all of the items and look to see what's all in there. And you can see under main text you have the heading, main text, subhead, body list, body copy, subhead, and body list. So you can see everything that's been applied. We have this structure. We're going to actually export all of that and save that as a separate XML file. So we're going to go to File and Export. And if this doesn't pop up as an XML, go down and select XML, and you're going to name this Melton Sports, and then select to save. In the export dialog box that pops up under General, make sure there's nothing checked and deselect anything that might be in Images and go ahead and export that into your folder. Now we're going to be able to take the items that we saved out in XML and we're going to be able to apply those into a new document that we're creating in InDesign. So next is to go to the sports folder and we're going to open up the card file. So we have card, it's a template. You're going to open it up as normal so that we can create a new document out of it. You're going to save that as card sports. And now we're going to be able to bring in that XML files. So we're going to open up the structure pane. Now right now we have nothing in there. And we're doing a postcard. It's got two sides. There's images on the back. We're going to be placing items into this postcard using the XML. We're going to import the XML file that we created. Show your XML options and select Open. Make sure that the mode is Merge Content and we have Create Link established, and then you can select OK. Now if we expand out the brute, we're going to see that we've got all the stuff that we had in there. All we need to do now is select the web address, grab that, and bring that and load that into this text box that's underneath those images. And it goes right in. Moving to page 2 of the new file, we're going to put the rest of the content into there. Drag the main image into the large box, then drag the logo into the smaller box, and we're going to put the heading satisfy whatever that is, that first heading. We're going to take that heading and put that into this shaded text box. Now that we put that in, it doesn't look right. So we're going to change the formatting to make it look better. So back in the structure pane in the options, and we're going to select to map the tags to the styles. This was why the tags names were important for us to pick, because there are paragraph styles that are already created. So we're going to map the tags to styles. If you scroll through, you can see a lot of this says it's not mapped, but we're going to go to the web address, and where it says not mapped, we're going to highlight that, and from the pop-up we're going to select web address. And we're also going to select map by name. Now that should change a couple of these. Yes, our heading now is mapped by name to heading, and we're going to say OK to that. So now we have just changed the heading, and if you go back to page 1, we have reformatted the text that we brought in there.